Hey guys, this is Frozen Thing Studios here and welcome back to another video. And today I'm gonna be doing a video in honor of Chinese New Year. Yes, people, happy Chinese New Year to you all. And yeah, now I'm not really Chinese, but I do live in the part of China as my second home, and that is Hong Kong. So since I do live in Hong Kong as my second home, and yes, I am a dual citizenship. I learned about that in class recently. I decided to pretty much do a video to celebrate Chinese New Year. And what better idea to do than review a Chinese movie? Now, originally I was planning to review Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon because I love that movie, and it's a movie that's not really well known by especially people that's close to me. But yeah, I was supposed to review that, but based on time, but I was a little busy. I didn't really enough time to watch a long 2 hour movie. So the option that I had is to watch a movie that has that's shorter, like around 90 minutes long or like 85 minutes. So I can be able to like watch a short movie, be able to review it, and I've been busy. And yes, like what I said, I've been busy throughout this day. I'm even going to go out for dinner shortly. And yeah, now the movie that I'm going to be reviewing is Disney's Mulan. Yeah, this is actually a last minute plan, but I think it was worth it. It was worth rewatching Mulan on Chinese New Year. Probably a better option than Crouching Tiger, even though I love Crouching Tiger. But yeah, Mulan, I decided to review that instead of Crouching Tiger. Maybe next Chinese New Year, I'll actually review Crouching Tiger next year. But yeah, let's get to Mulan for now. So Mulan came out in 1998 and is the second to the last Disney Renaissance era film. I lost count of how much Renaissance era film there are, and tells us and stars Ming Na Wen, Eddie Murphy, Billy Wong, and also Pat Morita, yes, aka Mr. Miyagi is in this as well. And basically tells a story of Mulan, a young Chinese maiden who is pretty much just struggling to find her foot in the family, and always screws things up when it comes to family traditions. But when the Huns invade China, Mulan decided to take her father's place in becoming a warrior. But in order to do that, considering that the army is only for men, Mulan must disguise herself as a man with long hair as well. But so she must learn how to act like a man, and she's pretty much helped with the Mushu, the dragon, and the cricket, and yeah, and of course, well, they go to war. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I yeah, I'll get this straight out of the way with my thoughts now. I absolutely love Mulan. Yeah, this movie is a masterpiece, and it's really sad that this movie doesn't get enough credit. Doesn't get enough credit. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's not the best. Don't get me wrong, it's not the best anime movie of its respective year, 1998, as DreamWorks actually beat Disney this year since 1998 came The Prince of Egypt, which is pretty much that and Rise of the Guardians are the greatest DreamWorks movie ever made. I absolutely adore Prince of Egypt. Yeah, Prince of Egypt, and yeah, and will I review Prince of Egypt in the future? Well, if I feel motivated to, then yeah, but otherwise, yeah. But yeah, Prince of Egypt is my favorite movie in 1998, and my second favorite DreamWorks movie behind Rise of the Guardians. Both Rise of the Guardians and Prince of Egypt pretty much are they yeah, I mean both years when they came out, 1988 and 2012, they both beat Disney in their years, since 2012 had Wreck-It Ralph. But yeah, I would say, if I were to make a best movies that 1998 list, I put Mulan at number three. Like number one is Prince of Egypt, like what I said, and my number two is Saving Private Ryan, aka the best live action movie of the year. But Mulan is certainly the best Disney movie of the year. Sorry, a Bug's Life, but yeah, I love Mulan, and it's kind of sad this movie doesn't get enough credit. Like, every time I see a Disney Renaissance era films ranking, I see this one like very low. Like people put this as one of the weaker films, and I think it absolutely deserves to be regarded as one of the better Disney Renaissance era films because it is just incredible. And to me personally, I put this as my third. I put this as my third favorite Disney Renaissance era film. Lion King is easily number one. That's no competition. And number two is Aladdin. And hot take, but I actually think this is better. I actually prefer this over Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast, the movie that almost everyone says is the best Disney movie. But personally, I think Beauty and the Beast is kind of overrated, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong, Beauty and the Beast is a fantastic movie, and maybe I already forgot about how much I love it, but I'd love to rewatch in the future. But to me personally, I just don't think it's the best Disney movie ever. Like what everyone says, else says, it's not even my top 10 Disney movies of all time. Top 15 for sure, but like there's just better Disney movies out there. It's still a talented masterpiece. It's flawless, but it's just kind of overrated in comparison to what other people say. But yeah, number four is Tarzan. By the way, I think this and Tarzan are interchangeable. Maybe one day I could actually prefer Tarzan over this, but I'll have to think about it. But Mulan is certainly like top tier in the Disney Renaissance era, and it's certainly my top 10 favorite Disney movies of all time. And okay, well, that's enough comparisons. Now let's get into the actual reasons why Mulan is such a masterpiece. Yeah, I just want where do I start with this? First of all, I love girl power films. So y'all know that. I'm a huge female character stan, and I love this movie for its female empowerment. Yeah, this movie is pretty much one of the most influential female led that Mulan is one of the most influential female characters of all time, and she's really motivated to try hard in order to become a warrior, in order to become a soldier, in order to fight. And I really love Mulan's character arc, something that the remake failed to do. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, this is the Mulan that people would look up to. This is the Mulan that girls can inspire from her. Like learning that girls can still fight. Girls can still be strong. They don't need to be girls to just be weak. Like anyone can be strong or weak. It depends on what kind of personality you have, and if you think you're strong enough. Sometimes women has better personality than men. I'm not trying to be sexist here. I treat both men, male and female, equally, and this movie does have gender equality because Shang is as much of a scene stealer as Mulan is. I mean, I love Shang, especially his song, which we'll get to the songs later, but I'll save the song for last. And also the comedic relief Mushu, which I gotta be honest with you guys. I I think Mushu is probably my favorite Eddie Murphy performance. Yes, sorry Donkey, but I prefer Mushu over yes, Donkey and Mushu are arguably like have something in common. They're both sidekicks to the main character voiced by Eddie Murphy, but I do think that Donkey is no, Mushu is better than Donkey in my opinion. Yeah, please tell me there's someone else in the comments who agrees with me that Mushu is better than Donkey. Let me know down in the comments below. And and yeah um and yeah, I actually love every single character. There's not a character I dislike. I mean, the Emperor is a pretty underrated character. And I love him for some reason, but probably because he's voiced by Pat Morita, who played the legendary Mr. Miyagi from the Karate Kid films. Which yeah, I love the Karate Kid movies. I'm a huge fan of those movies. Best movie 19, the first movie, best movie in 1984, and you probably already know how I feel about Cobra Kai. Um, the villain Shan Yu is really underrated. I don't get the hate for him. Yeah, sure, he doesn't really have any character personality, but let's be real. Not all villains need a personality. But Shan Yu is really I strongly defend him. I mean, he's a very terrifying villain. He's a monster, and he's really hateable, and really how you write the villain. You make them hateable. And he's also a perfect opponent for Mulan to face without being too easy. Like he feels like an actual challenge to Mulan, and yeah, that the final fight scene in the temple, like the final battle is without the doubt the best scene in the film. I just love how epic that is. But every single like battles in this movie. Yes, by the way, this is actually a war movie. This is a war film, and it doesn't shy away from actually trying to depict real life war. The war scenes are absolutely realistic, and yeah, this is a very dark Disney movie. Yeah, it's really dark, and yeah, it really sucks that this movie was rated G. But let's be real, the AAA back then they just thought that animation for kids, which is why they keep rating anime films rate rated G. But now they give anime films PG, PG-13, or even R-rated. Because they understand that anime films can have mature elements like in this film, and this is this is way darker than the Mulan remake, which that movie got a PG-13 rating, and yeah, it really sucks. I wanted to love Mulan to remake, but it just fails completely. It's just too safe. It feels more lighthearted and more kiddie than this movie right here, but that's like pretty much most of the remakes. And yeah, and but I think my favorite aspect of the film has to be the songs. Yes, the songs in this movie. Like now, yeah, I mean, there's only four songs in the movie, but two of them are absolute bangers. I think you all know what they are, and for the love of me, I can't decide which one is better. Is better. I mean, you got the reflection, and I'll make a man out of you that are pretty much pretty much yeah, my jams, and I go back and forth to which is the best Mulan song. Right now, I'd say Reflection is the best song in the film because it really touched my heartstrings. It really like it's a really moving song. It's a very moving like a moving and powerful song about Mulan's struggles in life, and it's just it really like put a tear to my eye. And let's not forget Lea Salonga's vocals in this. Yeah, Lea Salonga's a Filipino like me, and I couldn't be more proud of her gorgeous singing voice. And I'll Make a Man of You is a I get why people say it's the best song in the movie because it really shows like power. It's a very powerful song that talks about being manly, and but girls can still be manly, and yeah, I mean that song is just also very inspiring for especially for those who are fighters. I mean that song can also inspire karate like learners like me, like as a blue belt karate person. I said in my previous video, by the way, like this is the second time in today's videos I made that I said that, but yeah, and then there are two other songs that I wouldn't really say that are among my favorite, but they're still like really good. There's some Honor to Us All, which yeah, maybe a bit of a cheesy song, but I really dig it. I really dig the song. I think it's a little underrated. I think that song deserves more love. And there's also A Girl Worth Fighting For, which personally it's my least favorite song in the movie. I think like A Girl Worth Fighting For is probably like the least memorable song in the film, but at the same time I still really dig that song. It's still awesome. Not Single Miss. If I were to rank the songs, I'd say from 4 to 1, from weakest to best. A Girl Worth Fighting For, Honor to Us All, I'll Make a Man Out of You, and Reflection. So overall, Mulan 1998 is an absolute masterpiece. I think it should get more recognition in the future. This movie absolutely delivers on everything I love about Disney. The mature storytelling, the girl power action, and the epic scale of this film. And yeah, Mulan is top tier Disney princess. I'd say Mulan is my favorite Disney Renaissance era princess. My favorite 2D princess, and I mean besides Anna, Elsa, and and Mirabelle, and maybe Raya in some ways, Mulan is top 5 Disney princesses. So and yeah, I just love like some girl power and some like mature dark elements and some banger songs as well. Yeah, it's a shame that this is actually the only good Mulan film, and saying this movie is good is an understatement. I mean, This is the only Mulan film that I'd go back to again, because Mulan 2 and especially the Mulan 2020 remakes are absolute stinkers. So yeah, I mean, I've always said I want the Mulan 2020 to be good, but it was just it just fell flat on its face. I will do a Mulan 2020 rant this year, as I'm going to be reviewing every single Disney live action remakes leading up to the Little Mermaid remake, which I'm sure it's gonna be a rant because I'm sure that movie will suck. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna give Mulan, well, hands down a 10 out of 10. So that's all for my review of Mulan 1988. What is your opinion on this movie? Do you think that this movie should be higher on people's Disney Renaissance era ranking? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review of Megan, which yes, I am finally going to see Megan on Tuesday. I don't know if I'll make a video tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe not because I'll be like busy the whole day. So yeah, bye guys.